Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Longing. What day is it? It's day 284. It's been a very busy day for me. I went out today, and my did I get a lot of stuff done. I went out. I took a train into town, and I went to see Shang-Chi. I don't know if it's... I thought about this about halfway through the movie. I don't know if it's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings or Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I can't remember. Everyone's just calling it Shang-Chi, though. I thought it was a really good film. I had a lot of fun watching it. I was very happy to be back in a proper cinema. There's like a weird noise happening outside. I had a lot of fun watching it. I went to the best cinema that England has to offer. There's sofas in there. You can book a sofa, and even if you book like a single seat, it's still just like half of a sofa. So so win-win. I was booking the tickets last night for the cinema, and I was like, okay, yeah, one adult at 10:45 was the showing. And it asked me to choose a seat, and I was like, well, this place isn't, very full. I can probably book a sofa, and I can, kind of relax on the sofa by myself instead of having to resign myself to a single seat. But it wouldn't let me. It said you don't have enough tickets to book a two-person sofa, because I was going by myself. Read into that what you will. And it just wouldn't let me. And I was looking at it, and I thought, it's not that full. This was at like 11 p.m. or something last night, so I wasn't expecting like the whole thing to be filled just from tickets this morning. And so I thought I can just go and I can be like, yeah, I'm sitting in this single seat, and then I can just move over to a double sofa and stretch out and whatever. But when I got there, and I showed my ticket to the person, and they said, oh, yep, you're in that seat. That's over there on that row. And I went to the seat, and it wasn't like a single seat with armrests on either side. It was one end of a sofa with like a divider cushion between my seat and the seat next to it that you could just take off. So I just did that, and my single seat became a three-person sofa. It was very nice. It's a great cinema. It's the Everyman. There are several of them around England, so good luck trying to pinpoint where I went. It was great. It was very nice. I had a good time. I stretched out. I watched a fun movie. That's that's not all I did. It was a very interesting day. There were dinosaurs all over the city. It was some kind of Jurassic Park world thing. They were like animatronic dinosaurs, and they'd open their mouth and they move their neck and they go roar, 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 roar. That's a dinosaur noise, right? That's the noise they made. They went roar, roar, roar. I saw a lot of happy children kind of laughing at the dinosaurs, which was nice. I really do think excuse me. I do think that it's very nice and it's very important that we are getting back to normal, so to speak. Obviously, I did bring my mask. I wore it when I was going into the cinema. I wore it when I was getting my lunch. I wore it when I bought a coffee in the morning. I wore it to then. But also, I'm very happy to do that if it means that I can have a nice day out in a city that I love. It was great. What else did I do? I got a coffee in the morning. I got a 9 o'clock train, and it's a Friday, so I'm not, no one gets up at 9 a.m. on a Friday, especially if you're me when you don't do anything all day. And so I got up, and I did catch the train this time. I didn't get locked out because I arrived about 15 minutes before the train did, rather than 30 seconds. And I thought, when I get there, I've got about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and a quarter before I have to get to the cinema. So I can go. I know there's a Starbucks there. I'll go to Starbucks. I'll get a coffee. I'll sit and I'll chill in Starbucks for a little bit. And I did. And I think I'm still like boosted from the caffeine. It's crazy. I don't drink coffee that often, so you know, I'm not like accustomed to its effect. But I was sitting in the cinema. I was like, you know, my feet were up, my shoes were off, because that's the kind of person I am. Take my shoes off in a cinema. They're sofas. I can do what I want. I was sitting in the cinema, and I like, it was kind of cold in there. I had my jumper on, and I put my hands like between each arm. I kind of folded my arms so that my hands would be a little bit warmer. My heart was beating like crazy. It was insane, and I was like, this isn't like a big action scene that's happening right now. This is just some people talking. Why is my heart beating so hard? And I realized it was because of the caffeine from the coffee. It didn't like ruin my movie-going experience. But you know, I mean, my legs, I'm like instinctively shaking my legs right now. Which is weird, you know. Thanks, coffee. Hey, it got me through the day. Not that I needed to force myself to get through it. I had a really good day. Did I do anything else? I played a piano. There was a piano in public, and I played it. And I played Truman Sleeps, which is my favorite piece of music. It's beautiful. There's so much stuff you can do with it. Kind of improvisation wise. The film version, it's from the Truman Show, and the film version is kind of lacking. But then if you watch like covers of it, then they do lots of stuff. It's one of my favorite pieces. And I played that, and I did my stuff, and I finished, and I turned around, and there were people watching me, and I couldn't see them because they were behind me, and I was like, what the hell are these guys doing? I quickly left. I probably could have got like a girl's number or something from that. I didn't. I just left, and I'll never see them again. I should go back and play the piano again. Maybe I'll go back next weekend. I can watch Shang-Chi again because it's a fun film. I enjoyed it. I think it has the best action of any Marvel movie. I think it's miles ahead of the best action that we've had so far. Which honestly, I can't even think what's in second. I don't know. Maybe the end fight of Thor Ragnarok was pretty good. Iron Man 3, the final battle was alright. But I mean, Shang-Chi is a kung fu movie, and kung fu is the coolest shit in the world. Especially when it's done well. And it's not, you know, it's not the tier of like the best Jackie Chan movies or the best Bruce Lee films. But it's good. It's very good. Go watch it, why not? I mean, I don't. You can always pirate it. But you didn't hear that from me. I don't want to go to court for this. Did anything else? Did I do anything else when I was out? I don't think so. I went to Greggs for lunch. Greggs is a quintessential British thing. It's a bakery chain, which is very exciting, and it means that their products aren't great. I mean, they're delicious, but they're not like you're not going to buy a bespoke loaf of bread there like you would at a small village bakery, you know? I felt a bit bad, actually. There was kind of a big high street in the city that is pedestrianised, and it's the biggest high street I've ever walked on. There are always hundreds of people walking up and down it, and there were a group of vegans who were writing like messages on the floor, on the paving stones with chalk, which is fine, you know, it's a free country. But when I went to Greggs, I got a beef pasty, which, if you don't know what it is, look it up. Look up Cornish pasty. They're very delicious. And I felt a bit bad just kind of chomping down while I was walking past them, which I guess is the point. I'm not gonna go vegan. Sorry, vegans. Don't get too mad at me, please. But yeah, I did feel a little bad. I quickly got over it because I was eating at Greggs Cornish pasty and it was delicious. Is that all I did? I think it is. When I was out, I walked around a bit. I played a piano. I went to Greggs. I went to see Shang-Chi. There was someone okay, at the Everyman Cinemas, they're pretty fancy. You can order like pizzas and stuff. And as I was sitting there, I was sitting in my seat, and they ask you before you go in if you want to order anything, and you order something, and then they'll bring it into you into the cinema. And as I was sitting in my chair waiting for the film to start, it was like just before the adverts start, and someone walked past the screen with like a cocktail. It was 11 a.m. Jeez. I was thinking like maybe I could order like a Coke or something. I didn't order anything. But a cocktail that time in the morning? That's insane. Sheesh. It's times like that I'm glad I don't drink, because I might fall into the same habit. I would totally have a cocktail at 11 a.m. at the cinema. That would be the coolest thing ever. I shouldn't be judging them. But that's what my day was like. It was very good. I had a really, really, really nice day. It's very nice to get out. It's very nice to be on trains and be in the city and whatever. And so that means that the video isn't over yet, because Windows 11 is coming out in October. And it's free for Windows 10 users, and I have Windows 10, so I'm going to get that. Interesting stuff. I don't want to say exciting, because I don't actually know what Windows 11 is going to do for me. From what I've heard, it just performs better. Great. I mean, I could say that about myself in like 5 years. Great, I'll perform better. There was some more news, wasn't there? Wasn't there some gaming news? I don't think so. Okay, now, well, that can be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a real pleasure, as always. I hope you've all had a really good day. I've had a wonderful day. And turns out I'm going out tomorrow as well, which I didn't know about. But turns out I am, so I can tell you about that tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow, where I can tell you all about when I go out again.